Hello, light seekers. This is Moon Garden Angel 711. Welcome. Welcome, and I am so thankful and grateful that you are visiting my channel. Please like and subscribe. Please help me grow my channel as I am guided to provide a lot of messages from Spirit. Thank you. I really much appreciate you for stopping by to watch, to listen, and also for sharing, liking, and subscribing. So this is going to be a reading for the sign of Taurus for September 2021. Now, my messages are timeless, so whenever it does pop up on your feed, that's when you are meant to listen to the messages, or perhaps there's a message there that you're seeking guidance for, or just to listen to it and see what you might be going through. So whenever I was meditating for your sign, Taurus, it was really heavy energy on my chest. So some of you might be having or going through a lot of trials and turbulation through your life. I'm also hearing like heartache. So just probably recently went through some devastation of a relationship. A relationship could either be, from a mother relationship, siblings relationship, job relationship, or your counterpart or your companion of whom you share your life with. So there's a lot of heaviness in my heart. Also, I see someone that has had a lot of sleepless night recently, is not able to sleep, seeking answers, not exactly sure. And here we go, financial constraints. So yeah, it might be someone that also has financial constraints. The other thing that as I was meditating, the other thing that I saw, or that I was guided to say, or I'm guided to say, is this too shall pass. This too shall pass. And at the same time, I have this like emotions in my heart, and it's almost like I want to cry. It's a very overwhelming emotion. So someone is like allowing themselves to be sad about that heaviness on the heart. I'm not sure. But at the same time, I also saw a red rose. So I don't know where that's coming from. So let's go ahead and continue. So here's another one, deceit. So someone might have recently gone through some deceit, and that's where the heaviness of the heart is coming. Taurus, all I can say is that I am sorry that you're having to go through this. It's really heavy. I mean, it's almost to the point where it's making my stomach hurt. Some of you might also have, might be having not enough to be able to have food on the table. There's some scarcity here that I'm also sensing. So some of you might be having scarcity in right at the moment because of financial constraints. I'm also seeing an empty pantry. So whoever I'm tapping into probably is looking at the pantry and it's empty. This too shall pass. I think that's why that came through when I was meditating. So Spirit, what other energies? I mean, these energies are already coming through without me asking. The financial constraints, the deceit, so it's very heavy. It's almost like you had given your whole love to someone, or your whole everything to something. You just pretty much gave yourself your everything, to whatever has deceived you or betrayed you. The energy is just really heavy. So we also have here adjacent possibilities in the 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. So it appears here that we have someone that is looking to have the doors open, or is asking or is praying that the doors may be open for, you know, opportunities, whether it's a relationship, to see a relationship from a different aspect, or to open the doors or the windows for maybe a new opportunity and job. Now, we also have here Archangel of the 5th chakra, which is our throat chakra. And I'm seeing here someone that that is finally is able to open up and be able to articulate those words and those feelings that they wanted to always say or express, I'm hearing. Again, I see someone here that is also praying to the angels. Maybe there is, I'm also seeing a letter M. So someone might have a really good, it's maybe first initial, middle name, first name, or even the first initial of your last name. I'm also seeing a lot of feathers here. So you guys may be seeing a lot of feathers on your walks, on your path, wherever you're going. So here's the thing also, is that I'm also seeing here that recently there was a closure of something. Something was closed. For whatever reason, right now I'm seeing like little ducks crossing from one door to another door. So I don't know where that's coming from. That so someone might have an affirmation for ducks. Spirit, what other messages? I'm also seeing here someone that has a lot of blockages in your heart. This might also be because of childhood trauma. I'm also having this smell of this perfume. So someone might be putting perfume on right now. Then we also have the journey card. So you might be also thinking about taking a journey or taking a different path, or I typically see this card as someone that is walking towards a new path that way. But today I'm seeing it in the reverse. I'm seeing that she's pretty much looking, you know, towards the towards those signs, and she's pretty much saying like farewell, goodbye. Like, I'm going to another place, I'm going in a different direction. Yes, I was going through this path here, but I've changed my mind. I think I'm going this way here. So someone recently had a change of hearts as to which direction they want to take, or you're probably being I'm also seeing someone here that is very confused as to making a decision which way you want to go. Do I go right? Do I go left? But do know that there is archangels there that are also guiding you to make that decision. So have faith. Know that you are not alone. We are here for you. You know, in spirit, we are all connected in one way, shape, or form. Now, I'm having this really, really strong smell of perfume, and it's a feminine perfume. So someone might be putting perfume on right now, or spraying perfume, but it's a really very beautiful smell. Now, the other thing here that I'm seeing here, it goes back to the financial constraints. I am seeing here that is someone that's very anxious because of that, worried, staying up at night, sleepless nights, because there's a storm brewing outside of the house. So you feel safe at home, and it's almost like you do not want to even step out of your house because you feel safe at home, and outside it was where all the storm and everything, I'm not going to say evil, but a lot of things are going on outside of your house. So do know that, even because I'm seeing here someone that is in her house or his house, gender is not really relevant here, I'm being told. So it might be someone here that is just scared to go out for one reason or another, whether it's because of the environmental conditions that we have at the moment, or because of a lot of BS that is going on outside of your home, and your home is your safe haven. So I'm seeing here someone that is very anxious because it's almost like this person doesn't know, you viewer do not know which way things are going to go. And I go back to the meditation that this too shall pass. Some of you may be seeing a lot of the numbers of 999, 22, or 44. So, Spirit, what other energies do we need to share with Taurus? Look at this. We also have the healer of the ages. So we have a lot of healing energy here. Okay. We also have, right now, you know, you're going through a lot of healing process, and that's maybe one of the reasons as to why you're feeling very sleepy at night, or having sleepless nights and sleeping through the day. Because you're receiving a lot of downloads. The energies right now, because a lot of us are actually transmuting energy from the 3D onto the 5D. You know, we are pretty much elevating and ascending to that different level of energy. I mean, don't you question yourself? Don't you ever ask yourself as to why a lot of people are now meditating, and it's very widespread. A lot of people are also in the energy of manifestation. The other card that we have here is the Guardian and the Gate. So I'm seeing here that, just like I was saying right now, a lot of people are actually transmuting their energy from the 3D to the 5D. And it's almost like a max exodus from the 3D to the 5D. So there's a lot of people that are actually having a level of ascension to their different level. And also, that's one of the reasons the energies are so heavy. Right now, we have about 4 planets that are in retrograde. Actually now 5. I mean, and right now Mercury is about to go in retrograde. We are in the shadow period. So the energy, you might be having, the energy is very, very heavy, to say the least. We also have a lot of solar eruptions that are changing the climate here on Earth. So where I was going with this is that, well, I guess that was the message right now. Yeah, the energy is very heavy. The planets are right now in retrograde. A lot of you might also, I remember now, a lot of you might also have things or events that happened from, 11 years ago or 6 years ago. Maybe the same energy is kind of looping back, and you're trying to figure out why is it that it's coming back. Well, because we have the retrogrades, that's why. Because we are having to revisit a particular event, revisit a particular relationship, and see where that went wrong. You're also having to relive certain things if you did not learn the lesson from back then. So, yeah, I mean, what you're going through right now is a very heavy energy, okay? I'm being told to stop here right now. And then we have the thinking woman. Yeah, I mean, see, we have as the overall energy. So it goes back to what I was saying, someone that is staying up at night. We have the thinking woman. I'm sorry, the thinking woman, the anxiety, someone that is very much in her head. We really need to try, you really need to try to get out of that particular being in your head energy, because what it's doing, it may even be clouding your judgment and not being able to see that all these opportunities are actually coming. So ask on the healer of the ages and ask your archangels to intervene, to help you stop that anxiety, stop those thoughts. So I mean, right now my head feels so cloudy, and it's almost like it's very incoherent energy. So you know, I need to, I think I also need to go ahead and cleanse the area again, simply because I'm tapping into someone that the energy is very heavy, and I need to clear that up. So just know that if it's you that I'm tapping into, you know, just meditate. Meditate in and try to stay away from a lot of those thoughts. The minute that a particular thought is actually invading your head or invading your mind, start to you know, think positive things, smile, get out of the house, start running, go do exercise, go start dancing or something to remove that focus off of that thought that is keeping you stagnant in a particular energy. So let's see here. Here we go. I was going to ask adjacent possibilities, and the one thing that came up was the sun. So a lot of hope, a lot of new beginnings that are coming to you. So just be, you know, it's all on you. That's I'm hearing here. It's all in your head. It's the perception of what you are projecting your reality to be. So if you project that, you know, there's sadness, obviously there's going to be sadness. You know, one of the ways that I actually work with a lot of those energies is that allow yourself, don't repress those feelings. So if you're sad, acknowledge that you're sad. Okay, do not repress it and try to push it away, because it's only going to make things worse. So if you're sad, you know what, go to a corner, go to a bathroom or something, and allow yourself to be sad. If you want to cry, allow yourself to cry, but give yourself a time, like 5 minutes, and say, okay, I'm going to allow and acknowledge this feeling, because there's a reason why this feeling is coming up. You don't know whether it's a feeling from whenever you were a child, you know, when your mom or your dad did not pay attention to you, or there was a particular trauma that happened from an adult, you know, from coming from an adult, that maybe stuck to you in your head and made you feel sad, made you feel betrayed, made you feel anxious. So a lot of the anxiety feelings that we have, a lot of the feelings that we are currently coming up or kind of like blocking us or giving us that speed bump, is because they were old feelings from childhood. That's when we actually learned those sentiments and those emotions. So, you know, we need to go back to the root or the cause of where those feelings first begin, in order to be able to not just put a band-aid on it. You know, yes, acknowledge them and say thank you. Thank you for rising up. Thank you for coming up, because there is a reason why you are here. You're trying to tell me something. I don't know what, and also talk to this. If it's a, you know, like a feeling of sadness, then say, you know what, sadness, I acknowledge you. I don't know where you're coming from. Only you need to know that. But I'm releasing you. I'm acknowledging you, and I'm loving you, just lovingly letting you go. So here's the other thing that I see here. These are very positive cards here for adjacent possibilities, to clarify that. I mean, you are having the doors being open for you for joy, happiness, finding your joy. Your joy is also someone that, you know, you want someone that is also happy with themselves. You would like to have someone that is already gone through the trials and tribulations, but at the same time, I mean, look at this, the doors of possibilities are opening for you. So I mean, it's almost like you're almost there, but you need to let go of this anxiety and this stress and the inability to make a decision, and always in your head. Because do know that you have good news coming to you. Something is coming to you very, very fast. There's a message that is going to come through. It's either love, new job, something is going to come through that is going to require you to travel maybe to a new house. Maybe you guys are going to move in together, or you're going to have a new job that is going to require you to move from where you're living, maybe in the same city, but maybe on the other side of town. But you got to get out of your head. You have to do something. Go through YouTube, find ways to overcome anxiety, ways or even have the changing your vibration, you know, from one to another. Because the minute you do that, you get out of your head. That's the blockage. If you're really trying to figure out what the blockage is, that's what it is your own self, your own head. You know, that's all I see right now here. Journey. What are the clarification cards or the messages to journey? Yeah, someone is going to, we have the Hierophant, someone that is got a lot of ideals, traditions, even marriage traditions. You are going to a journey in which you're actually trying to find that truth. Maybe you have been in a journey, you know, since you were a child. I'm seeing someone here that is kneeling at a church pew and saying, Lord, I am yours. I don't believe a lot of the religious beliefs that they have me here or the traditions that they have me here do, but I am a child, and I open my eyes, open my ears, remove the veil of confusion, and let me be your servant. Allow me to be the accessory that you want me to be. And because of that promise or that request, it seems as though a lot of things are making sense to you now, and you still are in that journey of truth, seeking the light, seeking the truth. You know, another thing that I'm being guided to say is, I am the light of the world. Whomever follows me shall not walk in darkness. Now, that's a scripture that I really love, you know, from the Bible. And I don't impose my beliefs on anyone. You know, I also have other beliefs, you know, from Buddhist to Hinduism, and they all go back to love. There's a lot of other beliefs that I have, and as long as it makes sense for me, yeah, it goes back to the truth. Someone is having a hard time letting go. I mean, we have the throat chakra here. So someone is having a hard time expressing and articulating their new truth, because old beliefs are no longer making sense. I'm hearing here, they are no longer part of you. They are old beliefs, and you're letting them go. You're cutting them off. And that's where the new journey is. You are going into a new path and a new journey of new beliefs, your own beliefs, the beliefs that make sense to you. And, excuse me. So I'm also seeing here that apart from all these messages, I'm also seeing here that there's actually a married man that wants to be single and wants to express is coming through, and he's coming to express his passion for you. He wants to speak the truth, and maybe this is part of the other anxiety that you are having. Is he going to come? But do know that he always sees you as someone that sheds a lot of light into his life, the light of his life. I'm hearing that. So anxiety. Okay. Anxiety. Okay, yeah, look at this. You know, someone that is having a lot of inner struggles about work, about a recent tower moment. And again, this right here is confirming what I was saying. You're keeping yourself tied up. If you can see all those doors surrounding her, if she would just kind of wiggle herself out of those binding sheets, you know, then she would be able to almost walk out. I mean, if you can see that, you know, she has no source in front of her. So I'm also seeing here someone that, or hearing, or I'm being told actually, that there was a lot of gossip, a lot of ill thoughts that were being said about you. This is probably a message for 2 or 3 people here. Very specific. There was a lot of gossip behind your back, and you were almost blinded. There was like a blinding, someone bound you so that you would not be able to hear it. But that was divine binding you so that you wouldn't hear it, because it was very hurtful thoughts, very hurtful gossip that it would have hurt you. So divine kind of kept you protected and away from that, so you never heard it. But you might be you may hear of it here in the near future, or maybe you did hear it, or someone told you about it or shared it with you, and that's giving you anxiety, is giving you preoccupation. You're very preoccupied at the fact that someone could say such a bad things about you. And this is all this situation probably happened from work or at work, when you were just diligently working and focusing from that. However, a recent Tower moment happened in that situation. There was maybe also a fight where there was a lot of quarrels. There was a lot of, again, I go back to the gossip. So there was a lot of actual physical fighting in this 3D world. So that's probably also what's keeping you anxious. And that's also the storm brewing on the outside. A lot of things that are happening outside. Tower moments, people talking about you. Maybe even trying to take you down, or spread rumors about your work or your reputation. So let's see if maybe we can get more clarifying cards on this particular energy here about the anxiety. Share it, Spirit. Yeah, there's another message here. Okay. The third message here is that someone is having issues in a fight in a marriage. This is my marriage card, okay? This is my 10 of Pentacles. We see a couple here right outside the door. And then we also see the 5 of Wands. So to me, that's telling me that someone is actually fighting in challenges in a marriage. They feel kind of stuck. They feel kind of bound in a marriage. And I don't see hardly any cups here. Or I don't see any cups, period. So this is a loveless marriage. So that's probably the reason why they are going to, here you go, someone in this marriage or in this companionship or counterparts is going to be taking a leap of faith, simply because they are tired. And that's where probably the anxiety is coming from. Someone that is actually thinking about all the possible paths that they can take without having to hurt someone. So yeah, but I mean, here's the Tower moment. So we have the Tower moment here. We have the 10 in the challenge position. We have a leap of faith. So this right here is complete 100% confirmation that someone is actually taking a leap of faith out of a job. Now, the other message, going back to one of the initial messages, someone is going to a journey and is taking a leap of faith, okay? Because maybe they found out the truth about this gossiping of at the job, and it was no longer serving them. The guarding in the gate. The guarding in the gate. Okay, I'm being guided to change back to this one. The guarding in the gate. The guarding in the gate. Oh, wow. No, I'm not taking all of those. So here we have the 10 of Pentacles again, but this one is in the upright position, okay? We have it here in the challenge position. And then we have someone here on the 5 of Pentacles. Someone is walking away from a marriage, okay? So this right here, okay, so here's the sequence of events. So someone was anxious about leaving a marriage or leaving a job, okay, or taking that leap of faith. But they did leave the marriage. I'm being corrected. They did decide to leave the marriage because there was a Tower moment and there was a lot of fights. Now, this right here, the guarding and the gate, is pretty much saying the same thing. Look at this little girl. This feminine energy is kind of like waiting to get out of the gate. So this right here confirms that someone is actually leaving, because these are the two confirmation cards. Someone is actually leaving a marriage, and they're going to leave the person that they're going to leave. They're going to be feeling left behind, abandoned. They're going to be asking for mercy. They're going to be asking for, please come back. And then we have the Page of Swords here. So we also have someone here that is also watching this person that is taking this journey that is seeking a new path. So someone is watching you, viewer, because I feel like you're the one that is actually taking that new leap of faith, taking that new journey, taking that new different path. So the person of whoever, or even the job that you left, they probably feel like you abandoned them, that you betrayed them. Maybe that's why we also had the betrayal envy card. And that company may also be having some financial struggles. So yeah, the walking away portion of it is going to take you into a path of healing. Perhaps you are a healer, or something to do with the hands where you are able to heal people. I'm seeing here someone that is pursuing a woman. Someone that feels very wounded because she left. So again, if I go back to what I said, you probably are the one that walked away. If you are a feminine energy viewer watching this, then you're the one that walked away. And whatever job that you left, they are probably trying to get some type of communication with you so that they can bring you back. But it's almost like you're not even hearing it, like your ears are covered. So we have this in the challenge position, Judgment, okay? So the judgment has passed already, okay? So this right here is telling me that this is my karma card, okay? So whoever did you wrong, deceived you, or were gossiping, trying to create some type of bad reputation for you, Divine is not liking that, okay? And they have passed judgment. So if you were to go back to where you will probably find out that things are not so good. Things, Divine is, not present anymore. Divine has left them to the wolves, fed them to the wolves. So a lot of wrong things may be going on with with whoever did you wrong. But do know that you are already in this healing process. Now, I'm also seeing here that the masculine energy, or that is leaving this particular partnership or companionship, when he left, he also left this a woman or feminine energy leaving abandoned and not a lot of protection. So she feels unprotected. But this masculine energy actually is also healing. So, but at the same time, here we go, sleepless nights. So not only is the feminine having sleepless nights, we also have the masculine energy that is having nightmares. So you both are mirroring each other. You both are having this energy of anxiety, sleepless nights, nightmares, you can't sleep, fogginess in your head, you can't think straight. You almost are even afraid that the night is going to, that it's approaching, because you're afraid of the night, because you're not going to be able to catch some Z's. I'm hearing that. It's like, oh my God, here comes the night. Please, I don't want it to be here because I'm not going to be able to sleep. So let's clarify a little more on this healer of the night and the Ten of Swords. Okay, something flipped over here. Yeah, look at this. Okay, so whenever I was shuffling, I was actually getting a second message here. So we have the Four of Swords and the King of Wands. So there's two messages here that I can see here. So the other thing, because we have the healer of the ages in the 10 of swords, I'm also hearing, or was hearing when I was shuffling, that this person is actually also being healed at nighttime by divine. That's when you're actually receiving the downloads, you know, transmuting and ascending from the 3D to the 5D. So that's, you know, and that's your part of the healing. Because this card came out, that was confirmation for me of that message. And that's why I needed to express it and was guided to express it. So someone is also going through a level of healing at nighttime. So the other thing, the other message that I'm seeing here is that someone is very, very anxious and cannot sleep because of a passion that he is having over a feminine energy that is also meditating and going within. I'm seeing here there's a level of separation, simply because this is the Four of Swords and this is the One. So there is a difference. Some of you might also be of different cultures. I'm seeing that here. And this masculine energy is also having, how do I say this in keeping it G, you know, PG. This masculine energy is also having some enjoyment adult time. Let's just keep it there. So we'll, you know, or pleasuring himself over you. Maybe he has photos of you. Some more clarification cards on this healer of the ages and the King of Wands. Okay. Yeah, and he is also staying up and losing sleep over because he wants to be able to come and communicate, express something. The truth I'm seeing here, even the fact that he's also single, that you are his hope, his light. He wants to take a leap of faith, but he also wants to tell you that there was a tower moment and tell you about what has been going on with his current partnership. You know, both of you are in complete separation here, but do know that you taking that journey or that different path or switching the path is what really triggered this masculine energy to be able to make a lot of decisions. So here we go. Oh my God. We have again the Knight of Swords here, guys. Okay. The Knight of Swords. I know I had it here somewhere. Why was I thinking that the Knight of Swords was out? We have the Knight of Wands. Anyways, we have the Knight of Swords that he also wants to come and express his thoughts and feelings and everything that he feels for you. So that's the communication. That's the truth that he wants to. Now let's talk about the thinking woman. Or wow. Okay, so this is about the thinking woman. The thinking woman actually is someone that has a lot of choices. You may be someone that is very given, very, and then we have the Two of Swords in reverse. So you might, like I said at the very beginning, you might be someone that went through a heartache or betrayal, but do know that you have healed, because we have the healer of the ages here. Through meditation, through your own going within, you have healed yourself, that blockage, and you have healed that wounding that you had. So now you are very open. And because you are also very open, you're able to determine and find out that not only are you this beautiful woman, this beautiful, caring, tender, loving woman, but you're also someone that is very giving, someone that gives a lot, someone that has many choices. And we have the choice card here, and we have the adjacent possibilities here. So because of the fact that you have healed yourself, you know, those choices are going to not just, you know, be choices that are going to just, hey, you know, this is the door open, but they are choices that are going to be, you know, very, look at that. We have the communication card again. So someone definitely wants to communicate with you. So you are going to be receiving some really good communication. And then we have Temperance at the very bottom of the deck, which that tells me is that there's going to be balancing of the energies, balancing of, you know, whatever happened here with the journey, whatever happened here with the gossip or at your job, if you went through something. And then we also have the King of Pentacles here and the Two of Wands to clarify even more for the communication here. So we have someone that wants to offer you, you're going to be getting an offer to sign a contract of a job here. I see that here, and it's going to be very lucrative money. You may even have two choices where it's going to have you kind of balance out or think about which one you want to take. And then we have the Three of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. So we have that you're going to be celebrating here. So here in the near future, you're going to have a reason to celebrate for something here. So let's see if there's any other messages that Spirit wants to share with you, viewer. Now, my messages are timeless, and they are also for the general collective. So some of the messages may apply to you. Not the whole message or not the whole reading may apply to you. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't behind, and try not to criticize those messages that do not pertain to you, as it's really not nice to criticize someone else's message. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Cauldrons. So this, again, we have someone that is single. That someone that recently became single, okay? Because we have the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Cups. And this deck is called the Cauldrons. Obviously, you know, they are, you know, the same as the cups. So yeah, I mean, the energy is here about a masculine energy that is now going to become single. Even after, if we can see here, we also see here a woman in the back. To me, it looks like a woman, but it also could be a man here, back here. So someone feels very defeated after maybe some battles, maybe going through a divorce, maybe going through a lot of work stuff, almost to the point where they almost lost their head. Meaning to me at this point that they worked very, very hard. They were always in their mind. So, and then we also have, here we are. Look at that. He is the King of Cups. Here's our last cup. That one cup that we are actually missing is here. This is what brings the 10 of Cups. So we have, he's always looking for that 10, that one cup to bring it to the 10, which is the completion. So here we have the 10, the King of Cauldrons. Here we go. We have the Ace of Wands. Oh my God, we have this ace here, the Ace of the Truth, the Ace of Justice, the Ace. Everything is going to be balanced out because we also have Temperance here. So now we have the Ace of Wands, which is the Ace of passion. You know, very yeah, someone that has a lot of passion here. We also have the Two of Cups here. So someone is going to come into union. Someone that, you know, from a sense of even from work or even emotionally complete, someone that is going to love you. This right here is again the Nine of Swords, okay? And this, I'm being told, is actually more of getting over this Nine of Swords here, because we saw the Nine of Swords here. So there's a lot of resonating messages here. So we have the Nine of Swords and we have it again here. This right here is, you know, what was actually keeping you up, making the decision. This right here is telling me that, you know, yeah, that's going to be over with, simply because I have the Lovers. So here's another message I'm hearing is that someone is staying up at night and having loose of sleep because of that love that they have for someone. So this is, I'm gonna expand on this message here because this is a separate message apart from all of this, okay? So we have the Ace of Wands indicating that there's going to be an expression of not just the truth, but also of passion. So someone is going to come and express their passion. We have that with the Two of Cups. We have that with the Eight of Wands and the Eight of Wands over here. But this message here is actually telling me that we have a masculine energy and a feminine energy that are, okay, I'm being told that it should be like this. So this masculine energy, there's two things I'm seeing here. This masculine energy could have betrayed feminine energy, and that goes back to the deceit card that we saw earlier, that she's now, for whatever reason, I don't know how or somehow, she's having, yeah, we have the Seven of Swords here. I was guided to see that here. So there was a betrayal here, and leaving this feminine energy with a lot of worries, or maybe someone did not express 2, 4, 5. Yeah, there's 9 roses here. Someone did not express their love that she felt, or vice versa. She was not able to express all of the feelings that she had for this masculine energy. Not sure why, but let's elaborate on that. Here we go. I'm being told to use this one here. Elaborate on the King of Swords, 9 of Swords, 7 of Swords. A lot of betrayal, a lot of worries, a lot of in their head. So it's just confirming that someone here is in there. And then the King of Swords, the, you know, sword, sword, sword. And swords are pretty much thoughts, feelings, worries in this instance, betrayal. Maybe, like I said, if someone, it goes back to the gossip. Someone gossiped and just, and you walked away. Here we go. The Lovers. The Lovers, clarifying the Lovers. There is some really strong connection here. And it's almost as though this King of Swords was oblivious, or didn't want to even look at those feelings, or even feel those feelings for this feminine energy. So what happened? Why is this feminine energy crying? Well, I'm only going to take the bottom one, the first one, the Hermit. She went within. She went within because the situation was no longer serving her. And so did the King of Swords. Clarify the King of Swords. Clarify. Oh, wow. Here we go. King of Pentacles. 8 of Swords in reverse. In the World. He sees this feminine energy as complete, world, wise, very worldly, very wise, very stoic, very calm, very balanced on her, very balanced on her emotions, thoughts, the way she carries herself. Now, here's the other thing that I need to mention here that's coming up is in this particular reading here, we saw that there was a feminine energy that was constraining herself, okay? At the same time that she was being protected. Now, this is in the upright. Now, this right here is coming in the reverse. What that's telling me is that this feminine energy is actually ascended into the point where she is now the world. She has claimed all of her birthright powers. And this King of now Cups, because he was the King of Swords before, because of the betrayal and even the love that he has for her, he's now willing to express feelings. He is now acknowledging the feelings that he has for this feminine energy. And the reason that this was able to happen is because you were able to get out of your head. So in the month of September, you know, you really need to work on, you know, letting go of those anxiety feelings and the stresses and just being in your head, or let's call it mind fucking yourself. So 8 of Swords, I was asking, you know, to clarify the 8 of Swords. Look at that. You released yourself and went within, because we saw the Hermit here. And look who you are now. You are the 10 of freaking Pentacles. You are that feminine energy that is single, that needs nothing from anyone. You are self-made. And if you can see that, she's actually cut the cord. So she's cut the cord of prior conditioning. And that may be also the reason as to why you're staying up at night, because now your body is kind of balancing that new vibration, balancing that new wavelength of where you are, the new dimension of where you are. So it's not necessarily bad that you're staying up. It's actually the downloads that you're receiving from divine, because divine is actually giving you all the powers that you were meant to have to begin with. So you are the 10 of Pentacles now. So let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. 7 of Cups. You have opened up your possibilities. We have the possibilities here. We have the possibilities here. And I think we have the possibility somewhere else. Thought I saw it. But this is where I'm going to end it, because your possibilities are endless. You know what? No, I'm going to go ahead and just get some guidance from our ancestors, okay? What is the guidance for Taurus? What is the guidance for Taurus? Clear your mind. Look at that. Look at the synchronicity. Your ancestors are confirming that you really need to clear your mind. Let me see what the synchronicities are so beautiful. You know, clear your mind, meditate, let go of your mind, you know, ideas. All of it is just going back to that. And then the bottom of the deck, we have take time out. Meditate. Get out of your head, because whenever you get out of your head, you are the world. You are this 10 of Pentacles. And when you do that, you open the possibilities, the door of possibilities, the doors of possibilities. Even your ancestors are saying that to you. I can take a lesson from that myself. Thank you. Love you. Please help me grow my channel and like and subscribe. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, and see you next month. Bye.